Hello and welcome back to another Transformers review. Today we have Legacy Kickback, and this is part of the Decepticon Insecticons line here of figures. And for this one here, I'm like a 50-50 on how I like this guy. He looks great when he stands on your shelf, but there are little things about him that I'd like to go over if you want to watch the review with me here. Now, for articulation-wise, he is pretty good. Like, he does have a good knee bend. He does tilt all the way back there. His arm is a very good elbow tilt there. One of the first flaws, you saw right there, is this connection here is super loose. So you'll probably have to put something here or bulk this up, probably with some floor polish, but like, see? It just falls off immediately. And same thing on the other side. It's not like it's just isolated to one side. I think this piece is either too small or these are too big. Either way, it's a little loosey-goosey for me here. Now, you watch these reviews. I don't get any kickbacks for reviewing these from Hasbro. These are my honest opinion. So let's get into it here. For accessories, he does have this Tommy gun style gun here. I actually like it. One thing I don't like, though, about Hasbro guns here, very hollow. Like, see? They just do a lot of hollowed out pieces there. Like, how much money are you saving by doing that? Like, you're just making the gun look, like, unfinished by doing that. So, just put that aside for now here. Also, another imperfection on my figure. I don't know if they're all like this. I bet they are. But these antennae here, they're made of like a... I'm not sure. It's like almost like a rubberized plastic, but like on my mold, see how it's like this side is like bending that way? Like no matter how much I bend it this way, and I don't want to bend it too much because I know it's going to break. But look, see? Bend it that way. Slowly just goes back that way. I think it's an issue with the mold. If yours is like that too, leave a comment down below. For paint wise, he actually has less paint applications than the previous Insecticon that I reviewed. It's a lot more black here. But he does have more accessories. I find he has these big clear things. I mean, they're not great because they don't even stay on. And he has a bit more plastic because he has these large wings that turn him into his like grasshopper looking thing. So let's get started on transforming him. Okay, first things first. We'll want to switch out his arms like that. Okay. And then the head, turn around, flip him the other way. His head does have a little shield here, so you don't see it when he's in insect mode. See? He has his little... I mean, they could have like put something there. Like it doesn't look very insect-like with just a black spot there, but let's see what else we can do here. We turn that out. Okay, turn him here. Now, I wouldn't have even reviewed this thing, but I actually had a pre-order for a bunch of other stuff that was supposed to come from GameStop. And guess what GameStop did? They sold it to someone else. Like, I wouldn't have even known had someone else posted on a forum that they saw the Insecticon Bombshell for sale on the shelves. But yeah, they sold it. And they said, oh yeah, we saw this on the shelf. I'm like, oh great, that was my pre-order. That was like my one pre-order that was there. So instead of seeing Bombshell being reviewed today, you're going to see Kickback. I actually opened him just today so you guys could see a review of him. Now, a confusing part of this figure here, if you wanted to convert it, is I didn't know where these went. So it actually goes, these little tabs here, just goes and connects there. There, yeah, it's in. Again, be very, very careful with clear plastic. You always want to like support it, just because it will shatter, especially when it's older plastic. Like this is only like less than a year old Kickback here. Look closely though. I don't know. I got mixed feelings about this. Like, he Obviously, it just looks like a robot planking with this sticking out. Like, the only difference is the legs and his arm is turned the other way. But, I mean, he does look like a grasshopper, I guess. And then, if you look at the instructions here, I mean, this looks a lot cooler. Like, it's a lot more articulated. Like, it's okay. Here, he does look like that, I guess. There's no false advertising. I'm the guy who bought it. I didn't get tricked into anything. Let's put that aside. Here. And let's switch him back. Oh, before we switch him back, let's just put him beside the other one here. Again, I don't have Bombshell yet. Here's just the size comparison between the two Insecticons so far. Let's put him away. And let's switch him back into robot mode. Okay, and here he is transformed back, and here he is compared to Shrapnel right beside him. You look at the shelf presence. Kickback is a lot more shelf, attractive here. He takes up a lot more room, if that's something you're concerned about. But he does look a lot more menacing than this guy. I mean, for an Insecticon, that is. Like, he does have these guns here that can all triple connect into one big gun, but overall, I think this guy's a little bit better. If he could just correct his flaws with the loose limbs here, or the loose joints, I think he'd be a near perfect, I guess. One thing to note here is there is a hinge here, but this actually doesn't open. There was one guy who actually did manage to open it. He had to open everything up and undo some screws here. But if you do open it, this will just tilt down, but I don't recommend doing it because you'll have to bust some tabs to get that open. And again, for the daddy needs it scale, I'm going to give this guy probably, I'd say, 8 out of 10. Like, he's not 9 level. I think if his transformation was a bit like more complicated, or not more complicated but more intuitive, so he's not just planking facing downward, maybe do something more with the legs so they don't look like legs facing that way, I think he would score a bit better. But 8 is a respectable score. I still like him more than Shrapnel just because he does look a bit better. He's a bit more articulated. He does have these large wings here, which make him look a bit cooler. If you like Decepticons, this guy is an obvious don't miss. Grab him if you can get him on sale. I did manage to get him at retail price. I think you still can if you just look hard enough. You might have to look at different Amazon country pages. I found him on Amazon.com while he was on the dots while I'm in Canada, so I had to kind of do an overseas order, but he didn't cost me anything more. Again, if you like this review, check out my other ones. They're all non-biased. And yeah, 8 out of 10 for this guy. Check out and like and subscribe. We're almost at 1,000. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.